to know Shiv Patel, co-founder and CEO of Cratosys Incorporated. What inspired you to launch your business?
Right. So thanks so much for having me. I'm going to dive right into it. So I've always had dreams of working for myself. After spending several years as an accountant in the entertainment industry, I moved to New York City to work in fashion and music. And then I moved back to Los Angeles on the consulting side just because I realized, it wasn't the gig for me. I didn't want to sit behind a desk, work through corporate accounting for the rest of my life. I've always had dreams of becoming an entrepreneur, and that was my end goal, of doing something for myself. And so when I moved back to Los Angeles and I started working in the consulting space for a couple of years, I realized that my customers were seeing a huge pain point. They were coming to me with concerns about what they weren't seeing in the software that was available to them, what services they weren't receiving. And my partner and I at that time had been working together for about 5 to 6 years. And we decided, well, hey, we can address these pain points. So we sat down, laid out the foundation of our product, which we have now. And we decided, okay, well, businesses need something, a one-stop shop that will give them, that will address all of their bookkeeping needs. And we essentially started 6 months down the road. We decided this was not working. We scratched the entire thing, and then we revamped it within 6 months. So here we are now.
Wow, well, congratulations on the start of an amazing new business. So specifically, just for anyone listening, who do you specifically serve and what do you specifically offer, like across the board, everything that you're able to help people with?
Yeah, so bookkeeping isn't just about, keeping records for tax time. It's essential for businesses to have to decide to make really important financial decisions, whether they want to expand their business or what kind of return on investment their expenses are providing for them. And most people are pretty accounting phobic. They hate the idea of using spreadsheets or even wanting to learn the basics of it. And most businesses, they don't know how much money they'll have in about 1 month, 3 months, or even 6 months from now. So our product, it's really easy. They can take a picture, they can save PDFs on their computer, they upload it to our site, and it's pretty much done for them at that point. It translates the information directly out of the receipt or the document they're submitting, and then it goes back to them for their approval. Then we integrate that into their accounting software like QuickBooks or Xero or something like that. So it's really a one done deal. They just submit the receipt. They don't have to think about where they're allocating expenses. We wanted small businesses to focus on the creative process, to focus on their business. We didn't want them to worry about the back end process. And so for us, we really wanted to simplify their accounting needs. We automated the whole process for them. We're allowing them to craft their financial story through us.
I feel like that's a really brilliant idea though, because like you said, that's probably a least favorite part of, managing a business. And if you figure out a way to streamline that process and then where they can integrate it into their accounting software that they use already, I really like that.
Yeah, thanks. So we're not trying to take away from what's existing, but we're trying to simplify the process for them and integrate it to let them craft their financial story. They're still able to run their reports and everything through their accounting software.
It's brilliant. It's truly brilliant. My gosh. So we talked about your services, and then you're able to tailor the software is able to tailor it to the needs of that particular business owner, right? In a sense.
Yes, exactly. So it's if you have a restaurant versus you have a beauty shop, etc. It's tailored to it's standardized in a way, but also tailored to the business that you're running.
Now, you're no stranger to entrepreneurship, I see. Tell me about your own start as a small business owner, because I feel like you're the perfect person to launch a business like this and, really have the affinity for the small business owner, because you're no stranger to small business ownership.
Yeah, so when in high school, when I was graduating high school, essentially, my mom lost her job of 16 years, so she wasn't able to help me fund my college dreams. And college was something I knew that I wanted to do. I didn't think accounting was the direction I was going to take, but at that time I knew that college was definitely what I wanted. And so when I got into college, I was pretty much a struggling student, and I decided, okay, well, I need a career that's going to get me to my end goal. And at that time, I was already a finance major. I started my own bookkeeping business at the age of 19. My first client was a handbag designer who knew everything about handbags, but nothing about the fundamentals of accounting or finance. So in order to keep his business going, he needed somebody to help him log in receipts and all of that into his accounting software. And at that time, technology like this wasn't really available. It was QuickBooks, and that was pretty much it. And so I spent countless nights sorting through hundreds of receipts, manually booking them line by line into his accounting software. And, so with all this experience from age 19 to now, I saw a gap, and I wanted to make life simple for the average business owner like that handbag designer. I know that it's a complex process sometimes for people who don't really want to think about, the financials of their business. So for us, it was just easy, take a picture, upload it. And I knew, I knew how long it took me, and I know that a lot of people don't have the luxury to hire a bookkeeper, and it's really expensive sometimes to hire a bookkeeper. So that's why we're offering it at a very low cost for people. But yeah, that's pretty much how I began my journey into this world. And without that background, without the corporate world, I wouldn't be where I am today.
I love that. I love how you've taken your experience and cultivated it into this business model to help other people with their needs in terms of accounting for their small business. Now, I read on your website that Cratosys Incorporated is a machine-driven accounting platform helping clients craft their financial story. What does it mean to craft your financial story in your own words?
Yeah, so most businesses will go to a CPA firm, right? They'll go to their accountant at the end of the year, to file their taxes. Their accountant will take all of their receipts. They're basically inputting historical information. And so what businesses we decided needed, or what they're missing, are more predictive analytics, especially on the cash flow side. Businesses need to know, who do they owe and who owes them. And so we need to, in order to give them that foresight on what's happening with their company, we wanted to help them craft that story. So it's more about not just entering in your expenses and having this product. It's about also engaging in the product, understanding where your business is at, where it's going to be at in 1, 3, 6 months from now. And we're using all the metrics that we gain from you uploading your documents and parsing out that information. We're able to tell you that story through a lot of that data through a dashboard on our system. So it basically simplifies your accounting process, and again, we want to help you gauge the health of your business. So it's that entire story that you get, rather than just a simple, okay, I paid this much money for this vendor scenario.
For someone who's new to, hiring a CP or an accountant or anything like that, what are the price points for your product versus the amount of money that you could spend hiring someone to do this for you?
Yeah, so a lot of times CPA firms for small businesses will charge roughly $1,000 plus to manage your taxes, plus also handle all of this on the back end. We're providing our product at $129 a month and it's a little less if you do it annually, but if you sign on with us, you not only just get that automated process, you get the visibility, you get an electronic filing cabinet, right? And you also get that whole big picture of what's happening, the predictive analytics, which CPA firms are not gonna give you.
Absolutely not. And it's a whole lot more money. So I love that, the bottom line, you're saving people money. You're streamlining the process for them, because if you're a small business owner, time is limited. You're busy running your business. So I totally understand why this would be, a less favorable part of your business, running your business. So I love this product. I love this software. I love what you've done. I love what you've created. You and your co-founder, this is amazing. COVID-19 has created financial uncertainty for a lot of small business owners, as we know. How are you personally encouraging entrepreneurs to be financially resilient during the pandemic?
Yeah, so I know business owners are really concerned about cash flow right now, right? It's just that time, and 51% of businesses right now, they don't know where their business will be in 0 to 3 months. So we're encouraging businesses to monitor their financials through a few basic tips, right? Have a proper method to tracking your expenses and revenue. If right now what you have is an Excel spreadsheet, then utilize it. Start tracking how much you're spending, who owes you, and if you haven't received those funds, go track them down. Know your burn rate, right? Burn rate is the rate at which your company is losing money, especially due to COVID. So simple revenue minus expenses calculation. Once you jot those expenses and your revenue down, you should know on a monthly basis what your burn rate is. And then at the end of the day, set up a budget. So take that burn rate and the expenses and revenue that you have in mind and start coming up with the budget for the next couple months to the end of the year. And I think that'll lighten up a lot of that fear and anxiety that you may have around where your business will be at by the end of this year.
And that's really smart too. That's really smart. And a smart way to craft your financial story. I love that. Well, I am excited about everything that your company is doing to encourage entrepreneurs, small business owners, especially not only through this difficult time, but once we pull through and things gain a bit more normalcy. I'm excited that your business will continue to thrive and continue to be a solution for small business owners. Thank you for talking to me today. If anybody is interested in signing on with you, let's get to the meat and potatoes of that. If anybody wants to sign on, get their business straight, get their business on track, and get their accounting along with your services, how do they get in contact with you or sign up?
Yeah, so the best way to do this is go to cratosys.com. It's Cratosys. And go ahead, sign up. Right now during COVID, we're offering 3 free months. So there's that offer on the site once you get on it, and sign up for a demo, schedule something with us. Let me know if you're interested in something I think all businesses need. So yeah, and thank you so much for having me today.
My pleasure. Well, you take care. Congratulations on an amazing start to a very successful business. I know you're going to help so many people, and I can't wait to see you flourish as well. You take care, okay?
You too. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.